live.
I still don't know if it's working.
This is live.
This is sad. I've been trying to go live for a while now.
So tell me, can we go live?
I think we're live.
Live.
Is it working?
Live.
Yeah, this Google Chrome ain't shit. I'm just gonna tell y'all off top. Like anybody fucking with Google Chrome is Google shit is what it should be called. Google shit. The lines are open. I apologize to you guys for this, but we're gonna accept phone calls right now. The number is 213. God, no. The number is 213-943-3362. I really apologize. You guys see it went down last night. Somebody saying there's an echo. I don't hear no motherfucking echo. I don't hear no echo, bravo. Bingo, bango. Let's see. What would they be hearing the? Where would they be hearing the echo at? Where do you hit? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't hear no damn echo. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get it. The phone calls we're going to be talking about right now are from my man, the guru, the relationship rehab. Make sure you go and follow him on every website that he has, but make sure you check him. The link will be in the comment section where you guys are commenting right now. And there it is, the relationship rehab. Make sure you subscribe to get a better version of yourself. Now, we were talking about the idea of when you've been in a one-sided relationship, you've been in a relationship where you feel like you are unequally yoked. And what we're going to do is talk to some people on the line and see what they think about that. I really apologize to all those people. It took me a while to get here, but let me go to 330-324. You are on the line with the guru and the whore.
Am I online?
Yes, sir.
Am I online?
Yes. Can you
Hello?
hear me? Yes, you're online. Can you hear him?
Yep, I can hear.
Listen, I noticed. Listen, you're gonna want to hear this. You feel me? Because someone called me the other day ago, and I really didn't know how to answer it. One of my friends called me. A female friend that I know called me because I'm saying that I've been putting stuff on my Facebook that I've been hearing from you, and she called me talking about cussing me out, talking about why I be bashing women, and I'm like, she wanted to argue, and I'm like, okay, fine, but like you say, I will argue facts with her, and I'm like, she's like, well, the facts I got, I'm like, well, where'd you get them so I can look them up? And every time I asked, she'd be like, she could never give up an answer. And I want to know, is there any way you can call me back on my line, on my number? I want to see if you can, I want to try to set up a one-on-one with her. Because I don't know all the stuff that you know.
Yeah, but I can't do it now.
No, not now. But I'm just saying, when like in the morning or whatever, just if you can, I want to see if you can hit me up. That way we can talk, talk.
I don't know what the issue is, but you'd have to email me, and then we can see if we can set something up. Today is my last day broadcasting before I go on my vacation.
What's the email?
TJ@yourworldmyviews.com.
Hold on. 1 second. This pin isn't working. Hold on. Write this email out for me.
TJ.
All right. Hold on 1 second. All right. Now say it again.
TJ
EJ.
TJ T and a J at.
Okay. TJ. My bad.
Yep. At yourworldmyviews.com.
You're breaking up. Say it one more time.
TJ at yourworldmyviews.com. Tango Juliet at yourworldmyviews.com. Tom Jerry at yourworldmyviews.com.
All right. Well, your signal, I don't know, our signals are really bad, and you're chopping up. So it's hard to understand you.
Hold on a second. I can hear me just fine.
Me too.
Right, but I can't hear.
No, but I'm listening on the phone. I have two phone lines hooked up. I just picked up my line.
No, I'm saying when you get it targeted, it's like you're chopping when I hear you on my end.
I'm telling you, I'm listening right now on the phone, on the other phone. Okay. I have a second phone that is clear as day.
Say the email one more time.
This is the last time. TJ at yourworldmyviews.com. You know what?
TJ at
you can find it somewhere,
right,
dude. You can find it somewhere, dude. Hey, you have a good one. I'm gonna sit there and keep on telling my motherfucking email address to this man when this man can find it anywhere.
Oh man, boy.
He's sitting there telling me he can't hear me when I hear me perfectly.
That ain't the nigga you want to be diffusing the bomb. I can tell you that.
You keep breaking up. You keep breaking up. No, I ain't keep breaking up. And if it's that serious, everybody knows how to find my damn email address.
You say, is it the red wire or the blue wire? Which one is it now?
he up this motherfucker like Groot and shit. Like you telling them, don't press this one. What's the one that Groot want to press? That one. I am Groot? No.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Boy, I tell you.
Well, let's see if we can get it done now. Let's see if we can get to another phone call. Guys, the number is, and I know this was, I know a lot of people were on the line before we got off. And when you press, when you get on the line, you got to press the 1 to let me know you want to talk. So you call in, the number is 213-943-3362. Now, all you people who told me, open up the phone lines. All the people who told me to open up the phone lines, well, they ain't call in. So next time, I'm not going to ask, open up the phone lines again. Press the 1 to where it says you are now on the host queue. 786, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Tommy, what's going on, man?
Not much. Talk to us.
Yeah. We talking about relationships and all that tonight, right?
We're talking about your relationship being one-sided, being unequally yoked, the title of the show.
Right. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about mine being one-sided. Well, it's not really a relationship anymore, but you give me your thoughts on it, man. I feel like it was one-sided, and I stated that when I was in a relationship. This Nico, by the way.
Well, what's up?
So I was dating this chick for a couple months, and everything was going good, man. Like I must say, within that short time frame, I really cared about her, and really nothing was going wrong, man. Really nothing was going wrong. And one day, me and my girl, we had a convo in that morning before she went to work. And later on that day, when I went to text her, I get no response. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but okay. I get off of work. I call her. No answer. I'm okay. Haven't heard from her all day since this morning. What the hell going on? So called her again a few hours later that night. Tell me no response, man. So the next day occurs, and wake up and I call her because I wake up and I see that I don't have any missed calls, no text, no nothing. So I call her and it's going straight to the voicemail. So I'm like,
so she done went ghost on you?
What the hell is going on? It was going straight to voicemail. So I'm like, okay, so what I'm thinking in my mind is that she must be lost her phone or something like that. Maybe she lost her phone. I don't know, but I'm like, okay. As I'm thinking, I'm like, if she lost her phone, she knows where I stay. She knows my social media. Like, there's other means in getting, other ways of getting in contact with me if you lost your phone. So what I do is, this may have been something simple, maybe some sucker shit. I did call her from a different number because I wanted to see if it would ring. Guess what? It rang. She didn't pick up though. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I tried to call her again from my phone. It's going right to the answer machine. So now I know that I'm blocked. She blocked my number. So I'm like, okay. Right now my head is fucked up. Like I don't know what to think, what to do. So what I did was, there's like this app to where when you call somebody.
Okay, hold on, brother. Let me ask you this.
Another number will pop up on the screen. Go ahead.
So wait, let me ask you this. So because it sounded like this, you wasn't unequally yoked, you was equally joked. she just then fell off the map. So you telling me that you didn't see no warning signs of this thing coming to an end?
Tommy, I didn't see no warning signs, dude, and that's why my head was so fucked up because I didn't see no warning signs.
That's
none.
Brian.
We talked the previous morning that everything was good. Tommy, everything was good.
Were y'all living together, man?
We was not living together, no.
Okay.
We was
So
only
did you
dating
go
for a
by her
couple months.
house?
So what'd you say?
Did you go by her house? Did you ever go by where she lived?
I didn't go by. I was going to do that. Like, she finally eventually picked up the phone when I called from like I had an Apple number pop up on her caller ID, and that's when she picked up. But if she wouldn't have answered that call, I would have went by her house.
What did she say?
That was my next step.
She answered. When she answered, what did she say?
She thought it was Apple calling her, so she picked up the phone.
And then what did you say?
I
you didn't tell her no iPhone, did you? Or did you ask her a question?
Nah. What it is, it's this app. Like I said, this I know your audience may think it's some sucker shit, but there's like an app out there to where, like, let's say if I call your cell phone right now.
What? Wait, when she answered, wait, hold on. When she answered and said hello, what did you say? What came out of your mouth next? Go.
What came out of my mouth? I said, really? I'm not gonna put a name on that. I said, really?
Why you ain't gonna put her name out there? She did you like that. I'll be putting her first and last name. Niggas need to be warned out here in the streets what type of broad this is, man. How the hell you still trying to save her and care for her after what she did to you? I'd be like, look, Mary Jackson, who stay on 2500 Jackson Street, this bitch is no good. What did she say for herself?
Tommy, she was stuck. She didn't say nothing, Tommy.
Brian. This ain't Tommy. This
Brian,
ain't Tommy.
man.
This Brian.
Oh, my bad, boss man.
It's all good, man. So let me ask you this. Let's
stuck,
get to the end of this rainbow. What is the moral of this story? What did you learn?
Man, dog, what I learned is not to open myself up to a woman so quickly, man. And you know what? I never do that. I never ever do that, man. I never do that.
All right, can I shorten you?
I want y'all to tell me,
you a little
what
bit.
do y'all think?
Do me a favor. Let me shorten you a little bit.
On the reason to watch it.
Hold on a second. I got to shorten the conversation a little bit. How long were you in a relationship with this woman?
2 months.
2 months you were in a relationship with this woman. Did you guys sit down and say you were in an actual relationship with each other?
Yeah, we did.
After 2 months, you got up one day, you called this woman. When you called this woman, you asked her at that point, because she had been avoiding you, when she thought you was the damn Apple salesman, but you're just really the dick salesman. So as the dick salesman, when she picked up the phone, what did you say?
I went to cursing her out. I was like, really, Sharon? I said, really? You gonna answer the phone when you think it's Apple calling you? Like, she couldn't say nothing, man. And I was just going off the hinges. I'm like, what the fuck? Why did you block me? But the app that I was on, it only allows you like a certain amount of time to talk, and then unless you like buy a membership, then it hangs up on you. So like the app hung up on me within like a minute. So what I did.
So the moral of the story is, don't buy the trial version.
Yeah.
Look, man, look here, man. I mean, you already said that you knew what you did and what you shouldn't have done. You opened yourself up. At the end of the day, man, when you like somebody and you want to be with somebody and you want that commitment, it's cool because you can't help your feelings sometimes. But at the end of the day, you still got to be smart and stop thinking with the little head and think with the big head. If she's not confirming to you what the status of this relationship is and that you all are going to be serious with that, you can't confirm that, then you gotta take it for what it is, man. And if you're going to still put yourself in that situation.
I thought we was on the same damn page, in a sense.
Yeah, but if
like,
she just fall off like that in one day.
For her was great, and I did express that to her a couple times. But for the most part, like, and then when we finally sat down like adults and we talked about why she got missing and why she blocked me, what she said was, this is what she said. She said that we were moving too fast, that the last conversation we had, which was that morning, she said that we were talking and she told me that before we hung up that she loved me and that I just hung up on her, that I didn't say anything. So she said once that happened, that she just shut down, and that's why she blocked me and got missing like that. Because Tommy, I'm telling you, I thought it was another dude. I thought it was a man that she was hiding from me or
I'm
something
sure
like
it was.
that. Like
no,
that,
I ain't go. Let me help you. There's another dude involved somewhere along the lines in this whole situation, because she ain't just gonna turn off like that and just be by herself.
And I'm wondering, let me ask you something. Well, hold on, let me ask you something. So she
asked for that?
Hold on a second. So you're saying she was that ugly that you thought she was another dude?
No, what? Wasn't? Nah. I said I thought she was with like another dude.
I just heard you say you thought it was another dude. I was like, see, that should have been your first.
Oh hell nah. No, I mean another dude in the picture. Nah, not that. Hell no, man. She's a very pretty girl.
Don't fool yourself.
You a damn fool.
There was another dude in the picture. Believe that.
And what I asked her, brother, right? I said, be real with me. You know, right now, you know, this shit is over with. This relationship is over with. So at least be real with me. Was there another man in the picture? Did the ex come back in the picture? Like, what's up? She swore on her father's grave. That there was not another man in the picture.
Wait a minute. So she swore on her dead daddy. Yeah, she swore on her dead daddy.
What?
She swore on her dead daddy.
Yeah, she swore on her dead daddy, man. And there was not another man in the picture that she just shut down. She was like, she has anxiety. So she just shut down, man. She said when I didn't return her, you know, the way she felt about me, when I didn't say that, I love you, she just shut down. And Tommy, I'm serious, dude. I wish I could replay that convo, because I didn't hear her say that, man. I did not hear her say no shit like that she loved me. I didn't hear her say that shit.
Hey, bro, let me help you. Bro, let me help you. Believe me, even though you may not want to, and you may want to believe her, ain't no woman gonna leave you high and dry like that because she think that you said that you didn't love her and you said that you was all into her. What your actions was showing, even if a chick say she love you and you don't say shit back, she gonna bring that back up to you. She ain't just gonna disconnect like that. She's lying. She's lying, and the truth ain't in her. She was offered to somebody else, and she just wasn't feeling you like that no more, and she got tired of it. Ain't nobody gonna disconnect like that just cause she feel like she ain't gonna say you ain't say you loved her and you thought she thought you heard her.
Well, let me talk to you from a horse perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long did it go between the time you were reaching out to her to the time she finally spoke to you? How much time elapsed?
You know what, Tommy? It was like she didn't. Let me see. This happened like on a Tuesday, man. I didn't speak to her until like that damn Friday, dude. Okay. We didn't sit down and have this convo until that Friday, and we talked damn near every day.
You got okay.
Either we talking or we texting.
Shorten it. I ask you a question, you answer it. We go to the next one. All right, you elaborate. I don't need you to elaborate right now.
I got you.
You're getting some horse logic. All right, now listen. All right, so you went basically 3 days without talking to a woman that you've known for 2 months prior to that.
Right.
You had spoken to her every day before you went through this gap. The only thing that changed when she spoke to you was, hey, well, I said I love you and you didn't. How much fucking were y'all doing in them 2 months before? Once a day, once a week, once every other day. What was the story?
I would say it's 7 days in the week. It's 7 days in the week, so minimum 4 days out the week. That's minimum.
Right. So you guys live near.
Because I've already seen her on weekend.
Okay, so you guys live near each other, right?
Yeah.
Had you ever been
within?
Sure. Had you ever been to her house?
No.
Oh, yeah. That's when a woman's really into you. The one thing they want you to do is be at their house if they have their own place. They do the whole leave you a toothbrush there because they want you to spend more time there, because the more time you spend there, whatever you had going on at your house becomes very difficult. And if you was fucking other bitches, they know, one, you're at their house, so you'd have to explain it to them other bitches. Number two, if them other bitches are calling, you'd have a hard time answering the phone because you're at their house. It's a little game that women like to play. It's a smart one because they want to know how many people you're dealing with, so that might be one of the easiest ways. But you were fucking this woman 4 days a week. But and in 2 months, you never went to her house not once. Why do you think that is?
Well, I tried to go to her house a couple times, and she told me she was in the process of moving, that she wanted to kind of wait until. I mean, now that you bring it to my attention, now I guess it does sound kind of bogus, but So she was in the process of moving. So when she moves, then you know I can come over, we can chill, spend the night, whatever, like that.
Let me ask you a question. Do you love her?
I can't hear you, Tommy.
Do you love her? Do you love her?
I'll admit, dude. Yeah, man. I'll be honest, dude. Yeah,
my man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's really big right there, bro. So here's my advice: let your heart break and move on, because it's done. She did you in. She used you, and she took you advantage of the situation. Let your heart break, cry, whatever you got to do, but move on, because the lesson has been learned.
Well, we don't want to say she used them, because we don't have enough information. And if all she did was give him pussy and he got pussy and she got dick, that's God still call them fair exchanges. Because if you only known a motherfucker for 2 months, like, okay, I was hurt that I was with this chick and she was engaged to a nigga and we was fucking. And I thought, well, my dick would make her not do this. Well, it didn't. Now I was sad for a few days, but I also knew the situation. Like, I can't just be running around trying to out this bitch. Nigga, you was fucking them, and bitch was engaged. You was out of line in the first place. So I had to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a fair exchange. She gave me pussy, I gave her dick. We gave each other an orgasm. We went off. She didn't ask me for a dime. She didn't even ask me to pay when we saw each other. She flew herself around. So I can't be mad. I can be hurt. Right. But I can't be mad. I don't know if she used me. Now, with him, it sounds like they start fucking fairly quickly. From the time you met this girl, y'all pretty much start fucking, right?
I'll admit, yeah.
All right.
We did. Not right off the bat, but yeah.
Right. So that's a toss-up right there. Did you ever pay any of her bills? And the thing is, you said she was in the process of moving. You might have heard it wrong. She might have was saying, I'm in the projects, I'm moving. It might have been what she was trying to tell you. You can't come through. I'm in the projects. I'm moving.
They gonna come through here, boy. They gonna put that iron on them. I can't let her come through here and get her. I want to be responsible for no murder.
You can't just be coming up.
I needed this laugh, man.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? We rock our hats to the left.
Right.
And I saw you in your photo. You be wearing your hat to the right, and I don't want you to get hurt.
Oh man.
So, but I do have to ask, did you pay any of her bills? Did you do anything for her financially?
You know what, Tommy? And that's the reason why I think I kind of cared about her so much, because she was different from the rest, man. She was a very independent woman. Like, she had her own. She didn't need my money. She never asked me for a dime.
You don't know what she had, nigga. You never went there, so shut up. But that bitch could have had a box on the corner near your house. She could have been spying on you the whole time because she lived by that stop sign right at the corner of your street. You don't know, but I asked. Okay, so she didn't use you for money. So we're just gonna say she just used you for dick, and you enjoyed the pussy. So it is what it is. Women are the only people, I guess, that can be used in sexual situations. Let them tell it. Men can't be used. We should just be happy we got sex. So that's probably why she had no problem with disconnecting with you, because women are weird. You got to understand, if you don't know this woman's background, you don't know how she was raised, it really could have been a situation in where she said something to you, you didn't respond, and it made her shut the fuck down. I had a girl who wasn't fucking nobody else. She just stopped talking to me because I said some wild shit to her at one point. Not that it was wild, but I just made a joke. I thought the bitch was a little crazy. So I made a joke about her being crazy, and it didn't sit well with her, and she did not speak to me anymore. And then when I finally got her to speak back, she said, you could say that I was crazy. And well, I do have mental issues, but
I never knew people was like that. I never knew people was like that, though.
No,
never.
So I was like, I was right. The bitch was
that.
Crazy. I just had to call her on the craziness. I was like, this bitch is kind of off. Like, every time she was around, there was no insects. That's how off she was.
He said no insects.
That bitch was deep woods off. I'm telling you.
Hey, bro, if somebody could turn it off like that, man, and just totally disconnect, man, then they were just on a totally different page than you were, man. At the end of the day, and for whatever reason,
I don't get it. But I want to know what the hell page she was on, dude. Like, I that's the part I can't wrap my head around. Like, why would you front like that? Why would you fake it like that? Why? I don't get it.
I mean, It really ain't something you should even try to figure out, bro. Because you'll spend the rest of your days trying to understand that. Just take it for what it was, man. If it was a good time and it ended badly, then so be it. But I guess the lesson to learn from this is just take your time, man, and move slow. You know what I'm saying? Don't go all in like that just because you like somebody. And even though you really like somebody in the beginning, just let it unfold. Don't go all in like that.
How old are you, brother?
I'm 31.
Man, well, you shouldn't be having this issue.
31.
You shouldn't be having this issue right now. That's like an 18-year-old dude.
I never have. I know.
No, I'm saying, right? Like I feel you because you really like the girl and you thought that y'all were having something serious. After the discussion, were you guys able to get back on track, or did you guys just agree that it was over?
We just agreed it was over, man.
No.
We just agreed it was over, and yeah.
Well, yeah, she wanted out, and she did you a favor by at least talking to you and telling you, because she got tired of she knew your next step was gonna be you gonna show up at her in her projects, and she didn't want you. Them niggas gonna have at you, nigga. You better calm down with this love shit.
Man, bro, hey, my head was so fucked up, Tommy. Hey, I wanted to do some simp shit and I don't know, find a car. I don't know, man. I was all fucked.
Yeah, you got to calm down with this love shit, nigga. That get you arrested. Yeah, that shit you doing. I'm just telling you to your face. I've been there. I didn't hit in a ditch before. I did it. I did all that. I'd hit a ditch. It was raining. I stayed there. I said, I'm finding out if this bitch is fucking somebody. But I was 17.
Just take it, bro. Like she saved you, man. She saved you from some other shit that definitely could have happened, man. Because she could have strung you along for another 2-3 months, man, with you being all in like that. So, man, take it for what it is, man. She let you off the hook and move on, brother. There's somebody else out there for you.
That's why I always record sex with females. So even when they don't talk to me no more, I still have the memory.
You can wean yourself off of it. I was watching it 4 times a week. Now I'm watching it 2.
You say too much out of line.
You say too much.
Yeah, woman say too much out of line to me. I'll text you that damn picture you sucking my dick. Say something. Say something else. Say something else. There's a whole video that go with this photo. Bitch, you better shut up.
You'll never run for public office as long as I'm around.
Bitch, you better never try to run for Secretary of State. You're somebody that appointed you to Secretary of State in their cabinet, and I show up with this video. Before you do this, sir.
Yeah.
Any objections? I'll show up at your wedding. Anybody object? Well.
Yes.
I don't know if he's seen this, but
you well, bro.
Hey, young man, thank you for the phone call. I just got to tell you, and this is my parting shots to him, and you can tell him what yours are. My parting shots is she did you a favor. What you need to do now is just look for somebody up front that's looking for what you want, and they will act the way. The one thing about human beings, it's easy for us to act out what we actually want. It's easy for us to act out where we want to be, to put in the effort. And I think where the whole unequally yoked, one-sided relationship is he was a person who was putting in way more than he was asking to get out. I don't think he was actually demanding anything, but I also think he was playing hard to get with that woman when she said she loved him and he just hung up. Men, we do that a lot, thinking that if we hold back from women, that they'll chase us more. And if it's a woman that's worth a fuck or has been hurt, well, she just might drop the whole thing because she's saying, wait, I've seen this before. I throw myself at a nigga, tell him I love him after we've been fucking for a while, and it make him feel off. I don't want to be with nobody that feel off because I know that feeling. I don't want to be with somebody that when I tell you how I really feel, it makes you feel off. I remember telling a girl, now she, mind you, she was a bit of a, I guess, you know, she do, sex ain't something that she ain't foreign to. But she was fucking me, and I kept thinking, okay, she's fucking me a lot. She get paid to fuck. She fucking me for free. So that means she must like me. We just kept hanging around fucking and shit and having a great time. So I was like, are we in a relationship? She said, don't talk like that.
Damn.
She did. I said, what? Don't ruin what we already have. I don't trust men and I don't want to date men. I was like, but you keep fucking me for free. And I know you get paid to fuck. It's a weird thing. But I think because she's so fucked up, she likes we're just fucking and hanging out. And that's it. If you say something more, she probably fell for that once before. Because, you know, most niggas that watch porn, they see the bitch and be like, I want to be with the bitch. They get with her once and they be like, okay, I want to be with you. Stop doing porn. And she probably, because she said she had did it once for a dude. And as a nigga, after a while, you be like, wait a minute, this bitch suck dick for a living. After a while, it is what it is. It's fun, but after a while, you be like, this bitch suck dick for a living. Where I'm gonna take this motherfucker? Can't take her to family reunion. She getting ready to carve the turkey and niggas got their dick out.
Hey, nigga, I thought we shoot the movie.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, your girl suck dick for money. Don't get mad at me for putting out money, nigga. Don't get mad. And you can't.
Yeah.
What are your final words to him?
Yeah, I think you spot on with it, man, because at the end of the day, what she was looking for and what you were looking for, I don't think it was, I think it was too much for her. I don't think that she was ready to be all in like you did, because if she would have said she loved you, I don't think she said it. I just don't think she said. I just think that she just tried to do that to try to ease out of the relationship.
Yeah, but he agreed to it. He agreed that happened.
No, wait, I thought he said he didn't hear her.
No, let me bring it back in. Let's make sure hey, bro, what happened when was that something that actually happened, that she told you she loved you and you hung up? Look here, nigga.
This nigga making an omelet or something. You know come on.
Look up here popping popcorn. This ain't no that kind of show, nigga. What's happening? Are you there, sir? 31.
You gone.
Let me he's still there, but 786, brother. You there?
Yo.
You there, right?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, we wanted to know, when she told you that she called you and said I loved you, and you just hung up, do you remember her saying this?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't hear her say that, man. She said it when we was getting off the phone. One morning before, you know, she was going to work. She said she said it then.
No,
I didn't hear her say that.
I'm with him now. She playing.
She said, because you said she said that she said it, but you didn't hear her, correct?
Because if she loved you, she would still get with you, especially if you're saying, look, dear, I didn't hear you. She'd give you that chance because your relationship's so new. If you still ended up saying we should break up was something she was doing with you. That's just excuses.
Yep. She wanted out, bro. Yep. That's all. But just don't move fast like that no more, man. Take your time, young man. Her mama used to say, don't you rush.
Get hoes. Mama used to say, don't you nut inside them. And mama used to say, let them hoes ride.
All right, cool, bro. Thank you, man.
Thank you for the call. Hey, let's see if we can bring somebody else in. I know we spent a while with him, but we waited till a lot of people have called in. So we're talking about being unequally yoked. Go ahead, guys. Get it in for the last few minutes. 719, you're on the line with the guru and the whore.
Tommy, what's happening?
What's going on? Brian is in the building.
What's up, brother?
Brian, how are you?
I'm good, man.
Talk.
Good. This is Cable from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Talk to us.
Hey, so I see a
looking for
few
you.
issues
Deadpool
tonight.
looking for you, by the way.
Tommy, I'm a huge fan.
How much do you weigh? Wait, let me ask you something. How tall are you?
Say what?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11" and a half.
How much do you weigh?
5'11".
How much do you weigh?
I weigh about 200.
That ain't huge. Go ahead.
200.
You said you was a huge fan. You about average size. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm here live. Who else is?
Right. Talk to me. What is your story? What's your story behind the whole idea of being in a one-sided or an unequally yoked relationship?
Well, my relationship is awesome, man. I got a chick that, let me be real. I got my bitch. I've been with her for almost 10 years. We've been engaged for 8 out of 10 of those years. Her fault, not mine. But what I work full time. She stays at home. She takes care of our kids. We got 2 kids, one together, one outside of us. I'm a dad that raises my son without her, without my son's mother being involved. My chick stepped in and took that place. Issue number 1 that I see in our community is sex outside of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Call me a hypocrite, say what you will. I got 2 kids outside of marriage, never been married. I'm 33 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Sex outside of marriage is wrong. Wrong. I sleep with my girl every single night. We live like we're married. And yeah, we fuck. Absolutely. But what I see in our community is a lot of sex without strings attached. Fucking, period.
Yes.
People go out to the club, they hook up, they fuck, they meet somebody, they talk for a couple of days, they fuck. It's wrong. It's wrong. And until we correct that, we're going to have these conversations.
Okay, so we're talking about being unequally yoked. What do you have to add to this idea of being in a one-sided or unequally yoked relationship?
Earlier I commented in the chat room. There was a comment that said something to the effect of, it needs to be equal on both sides and don't ever settle. My comment to that was you have to be able to settle. Ever since day one that I met her, she ain't never worked, ever. But my laundry's done, my dishes are done. I got dinner 5 nights out of the week.
Wait a minute, is this a black woman?
I come home from. Say what?
Is this a black woman?
Hell no, Tommy.
I was like, hold on a minute. I was about to do like,
you know what?
Look, I was about to do like Tupac on your ass and tell you
live real quick.
No, well, that's what I was saying. I was about to do like Tupac and tell you, nigga, you live in fantasies, nigga. I reject your deposit with your J's from that we got a deposit. My deep wonder why nigga blowed them out. Next time grown folks talking, nigga, close your mouth.
Close your mouth.
I take
this black woman shit deeply. I just see too many real niggas fall to let them
straight white hair and doesn't put weave in.
You know what I'm saying?
And 9 days out of 10, she don't wear makeup.
See you with weave, you look like a nigga that used to. And you can tell the bitch you roll with whatever you want, but you and I know what's going on.
Nigga, way back. Niggas way back.
Okay, so you got a non-black woman, and she cooked for you every day. Now, how did you get to a point where you understood that was being equally yoked for you?
Oh, man. So a little bit about my past. 15 years ago, I was sitting in prison. Not a dime to my name outside of what I could hustle. 10 years ago, I got out of prison. I met her working at Village Inn. She was working at Village Inn. I was just in there for breakfast, hungover one morning.
Well, you're just a walking stereotype.
Say what?
You're just a walking stereotype. You got kids out of wedlock. You've been in prison 10 years.
Let me tell you what.
Work
This woman put me where I'm at today. Today, right now, I can show tax returns, whatever. I'm making $140,000 a year with 7 different felonies on my record, and not all of them are nice felonies. They're violent too.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe you unless you make a donation after this phone call. But we're gonna move on to the other part of this. But so she helped put you on. She helped get you on your feet. But right now she's a housewife. But she was working when you met her, right?
For a little while, she was working for probably 6 to 8 months after I met her. Yeah.
So how did she see the potential in you to be able to even throw herself into someone with a sordid background like you? Because technically she was unequally yoked when she met you, right? Like she was on a higher plain than you. You had come out of prison. You had kids by other people. You hadn't filed your tax return, Donald Trump. So she was actually taking the risk with being with you, right?
Hell yeah. She still does every day.
So you basically saying that she at home cooking the dope and you just out on the streets moving it. You ain't saying what you did yet.
No. Hey, I sell furnaces today. That's the only thing that I do. I sell.
Sound like you got a trap queen. Yeah, it sound like he got a trap queen at the house.
Right.
And you missed the 17.5 and shit.
Man. Hey, thinking, Tommy, I hear you talk so much about the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking, you come from it. The way we think is never going to change. What we do with that thinking is what changes.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I was able to sell furnaces and air conditioning instead of selling crack and soft and meth and whatever else people wanted to buy.
Right.
And she helped me with that shit. You know, she said, hey, there's a lot more to life than that. And gave me something to think about every night. Besides that white pussy.
I was about to say, he sounds like white pussy will. I will say that. When you get through fucking black girls, you just sit there and think about how good the orgasm is. When you get through fucking white girls, you start thinking about how I need to change my life. White pussy is like what happened with Thor when they put him into the damn pool and he started seeing the future and shit. Like, that's what happens. I don't know if anybody's ever had white pussy, but it does make you rethink your life.
He said it's inspiring. It makes you want to be something better than what I am.
White pussy make you hop up out that pussy. You be like, I'm gonna be somebody someday. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will.
Oh
so
my goodness! Why?
To where you running your own business to the point of where she can be an at-home a mom. How does that make you feel that you were able to switch, that you met a woman that was able to help you fix your life around to you're 100% legit now?
Man, it's a double-edged sword. To be completely honest, a lot of me, I feel good when I come home. But when I think about my friends, the people that I grew up with, the people that I've known my whole life, it makes me feel sad, you know? I got a really strong chick at home. Majority of my friends are dead or locked up. Outside of work, I don't fuck with my own neighbors. I live in a great neighborhood, and the majority of our communication is a wave to one another when we get home from work. I'm sitting out on the porch chilling. They look at me, wave, and go inside. It's a double-edged sword, you know? How do we change that thinking? How do we get out of that mindset that's so instilled in every one of us that we're always going to be one way? No matter what you're doing in life, it's a matter of time till you lose it all. And
well, I think what you're saying is kind of what we were talking about in the first half when we were discussing the fact of saying, hey, when somebody is complimenting you, then they can give you what you need. And basically what she did for you was she gave you the emotional support. She believed in you, and she put you in a position to where you yourself wanted to be something more than what you were at the end of the day. So that in turn, that was the way that she supported you. It wasn't the fact that she was making the same amount of money as you were, or she was doing, the equal amount of things that you were doing. It was just that she was in a position where she was able to compliment you from a mental aspect and an emotional aspect to where she could support you to where you wanted to be something else. So she knew how to play her position at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure that she learned that from her mother or her grandmother, whatever the case may be. So that's the thing, that when you're talking about how things won't change, things will change when we're able to start thinking that way. Our women have to learn how to play their position as opposed to being an independent person that's out for themselves and making sure that what they're doing themselves is what's important. When it becomes a part of the team, then that's when you can turn things around. So, and that's exactly what she basically did.
And hell yeah, she did. And I guess that's where I'm at in my life, because I feel like without her, I wouldn't be shit. I would just be another person sitting there rotting.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
Find somebody with a connection like that. So you at this point are a person who can talk about being equally yoked, even though circumstantially it appeared that when you guys first met, you were unequally yoked because she was the one with the power. And now it appears that you guys are unequally yoked because you have the power. But in essence, what you're saying is you guys were perfectly yoked.
We, even now, with her staying at home, man, I read something a few weeks ago. A stay-at-home mom is worth $360,000 a year. You get your laundry done, Tommy?
I have to wash it myself, man. I don't trust nobody coming in my house. I had a maid. That square body bitch.
If you took your laundry to the laundromat, Gary, does somebody cook for you every night?
Brian.
How much would that
cost? Does somebody cook for me?
And take shit to the laundromat. And then hire a professional cleaner. You know, there's so much stuff that a stay-at-home mom does that we don't think about. No, hell, I don't see myself as a power. We are equally yoked. If anything, she does a lot more than I do. I go out and I get money. I sell shit. Simple as that. She stays at home and she works.
Well, I think that works for you guys, man, because like I said, you guys are playing two different positions, but you're on the same team. And when you can, I think that's essentially what we all want to find. You know, my wife isn't a stay-at-home mom, but if I could afford it, I would absolutely, want her to do that. And she wouldn't mind doing that as well. But at the end of the day, because we're not in that position financially, then we have to play, different positions. And I think that as long as we're still on the same team, I think that's what makes it work for us too.
Right. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And it takes compromise. And compromise isn't one person being happy and the other person being bullied. Compromise is both people being unhappy equally.
Absolutely. Well, great point, man. I appreciate that. That's a really good phone call.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Tommy, keep doing what you're doing, man. You need to speak the truth. I support you.
Thank you, man. And stop cooking that white, man. Stop cooking that white.
Hey, stop it. Stop it. My hands are clean. I can walk through TSA today.
Say, HVAC salesman, my ass. He pushing that white.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm thinking about coming down to Arizona too, Tommy. So when you need that air conditioner,
no, he HVAC, heroin, Vicodin, acid,
and cocaine.
Hey, really though, Tommy, if you ever want to see a successful family, man, we'll hit that one-on-one with you.
I would love to, brother.
Beautiful woman.
I would love to. Y'all make sure, let's get it going. I would love to be able to do that, set that up. And when I come back next week, I'm gonna do a lot of them. So let's do it.
All right, I'll shoot you an email, man.
All right, peace, man. And let's see if we can get a few more phone calls in before we get up out of here. 719, you're on the air with the Guru and the Whore, Brian and Tommy. Talk to us.
Oh, hello, is this me?
Hey, it's you.
Oh, hi. Oh my goodness, I'm really nervous.
Oh, don't be.
I watch your show all the time, and I just wanted to call in because I've seen the title of this today's call in, and I just wanted to share my story. It's kind of weird going after that guy because he had a really awesome story and a really, really cool one to tell, and I was really interested in it. But so I just want to tell you my story a little bit. I actually ended my relationship with a person that was unequally yoked. And it's funny because, we were equally yoked in two ways. First, he was very religious, And I really wasn't. You know, he was a strong believer in God and wanted to go to church all the time. My mom had us go to church, but she never really enforced it as much. So he always actually used the terminology that we were unequally yoked. And I always tried to meet that and tried to go up to his level. But I guess never really got there. You know, we got into a point in our relationship where, you know, when we first met, he worked, and, you know, I was going to school, but, you know, I was still living with my mom at the time. And, you know, we wanted to get out of my mom's house and everything like that. And we ended up getting married and having a son. And then he just kept losing jobs. And then he just ended up staying at home all the time. And he never wanted to put himself out there to, you know, get a job, and, you know, it just tore up the relationship. So I think that, you know, you can be unequally yoked in many different ways as well in a relationship. And I just wanted to share that. That was it.
So what do you think your part was in you two being unequally yoked?
You know what? I think that we were both looking for different things in our relationship. He really didn't want to like advance himself as much, and he didn't start trying to advance himself at least in a career path until we actually got a divorce. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to go to school now, and I'm going to, you know, have a job and have a stable job, but, you know, I'm living with my parents, and, you know, that's what makes it so much easier, because I just decided to go live with my parents again. And he's almost 30 years old, and I'm just like, wow, you know, that's not the way you should be, you know, living your life. His parents paid for everything. They paid all of his student debt for him. They gave him credit cards and cars. And you know, I came from, you know, a family. I have a single mom, and actually my mom was my mom's white and I am mixed. And I don't consider myself black or white. I love the fact that Tommy always says that, don't call mixed girls black girls, because they're not, and I definitely agree with that. And you know, my current relationship, you know, I'm, you know, married again, but I'm married to my current husband, and he always tries to call me black, and I'm like, no, I'm not black, I'm mixed. So listen to what Tommy said.
That's right.
So right now, let me
you know,
ask
I
this.
think
So
that
right
was,
now, what do you do, and what does your husband do for a living?
Right now, currently, I actually stay at home, and I actually work from home, and I take care of our 2-month-old son.
Nice.
And I also cook and clean and do all the house stuff as well. And I'm also going to school full time to finish my degree as well online. So
why can't I find me?
And then my husband, he works full time, and he does maintenance and like appliance repairs. And then he also does side jobs on the weekends and after work.
Why can't I find me a half breed like this? Like, I need me one. I mean, she's sweet. She's taking care of the kids. She's at home working. She's trying to get a degree. She had already went through the mama's boys. And I got to ask you a question. What draws women to mama's boys anyway? What drew you to a man like this? Because it wasn't like you just found out he was a mama's boy. He was that when you got him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, when we first met, he sold me a dream kind of thing. You know, he you know, buffed himself up as this guy who had, you know, who's worldly because he had lived overseas in Europe. He lived in, you know, he lived in Italy and Greece because his father was in the military. He was in his father was in the Navy. And so they lived, you know, in beautiful places. And, you know, he, you know, just made himself seem like this amazing person that was going to come in and, you know, kind of like a Cinderella story and like sweep me off my feet and help me, you know,
you the fairy tale,
how hard I was working and wanted to work with me. And, you know, that just didn't happen. And it was really, you know, and he really sold it to me for a long time. And it took me a while to finally get up the courage to say, you know what, you know, I'm done. And we need to put in the divorce papers. And it was a really nasty divorce because he stayed at home. So it was actually kind of opposite to what you
married
the world.
So when
you married the mama's boy?
Yeah.
Yes,
she said she married because they wanted to
did.
get out of the house. She wanted to get out of at her mama's house. So
I wasn't at my mama's house. Yep, that's right. And
like,
you know, he made it
like,
seem like that was the
hitting
way,
his
and you know, his
like
parents
this
were
with
gonna
my
let
mama
us
being
live
upstairs.
in one
We
of their
got to get
houses
out
in
of
the
here
house
and
that
get
they
our own
owned and
place.
let us rent it.
And
So,
I'm not gonna just move in and shack up. So you got to get that rain.
God, dog.
So I could definitely say,
you know,
that
and
you sounded like from what you were telling me about with your second marriage that you seem to have more defined roles. You seem to know where you were going. You both have plans. You know what he's doing. He knows what you're doing, and you guys are moving forward. It seemed like with that first relationship that you were talking about, just basically saying you all were just together, and he basically sold you this fairy tale and gave you this idea of who he could be.
oh yeah,
And you just kind of like bought that hook, line, and sinker. You didn't like validate or verify
exactly.
what he was saying. He wasn't showing that to you, and eventually you just got tired of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it was, you know, he made himself seem like this, and it was funny because when we were, you know, having our rough times, he went back and told me like all of the lies that he told me. He was like, oh yeah, I lied about this and I lied about that and I lied about this and that. And I was just like, my jaw dropped and like, what the heck is going on? And like, you know, it's a crazy story. And, you know, I'm sure I could talk more about, you know, all of the crazy stuff that this guy, I think he was just mental. And, you know, he was a white guy. He was a white man. Right. And his mom was white, his dad was white, you know, and, you know, that just tells you that it's not, you know, the color of the skin, you know, it's what's inside them and how they were raised and how their brain operates. So, you know, I've seen the video that Tommy had shown about the woman who says, I only date white men. It's like, you know, that's stupid. It's only dating a white man. So you're not going to date a guy who's Hispanic. You're not going to date a guy who's mixed or something, or a guy who's black. Like there's, you know, that. There's still good people out there.
So let me ask you, is your current husband white?
My current husband is actually Hispanic.
Well, which kind of Hispanic?
No, he's Mexican.
Oh, okay.
He's Mexican and
don't call Mexicans
like
Hispanic.
You know, like Apache and stuff like that. You know, he lived at the very tip of Arizona and San Luis.
Don't call Mexicans Hispanic.
Border,
don't call Mexican Hispanic. They Mexican. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this for Tommy. So, do you, before you got married, did you frequent stripper establishments?
No, I have never been.
Okay. Did you frequent
you know, my
sex
mom,
parties?
You know, we were raised on, you know, we lived in the ghetto a couple times, but, you know, we also lived on like ranches and farms, and she raised me to be like an old lady homesteader, like taking care of the family.
He's trying to be a dick. He is trying. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He's trying to be a dick. He's trying to make me look bad, saying that I go look for women at stripper parties.
You didn't frequent porn parties.
That is not what I do. You
didn't frequent porn parties or anything like that.
That is not where I look for women. That's why I look for a good time.
It's like a rec club. That's where you go to recreation. I can't judge you on that because, you know, my husband now, we actually met while we were both going through our divorces, and he was divorcing a stripper. So
see,
you know, that tells you our bad decisions right there that led us to each other.
So one
you never
married
know,
a stripper.
He might be out there.
So one married a stripper and one married a motherfucker with no job. Like it just.
Yep.
Y'all both walked into a relationship and just said, "Fuck it, I just need somebody."
You know, he was in the military, so he needed his BAH.
Oh my God!
Y'all both did. Y'all both pulled a Tupac, just tossed it up. I don't give a fuck whoever comes. I need a dick in my life. The homeless guy,
right?
Like, I got a penis.
Oh man! Well, I'm glad you figured it out and you got it together.
Yes.
Yeah, so Tommy, just keep trying. I know she's out there for you. I know you're always talking about finding yourself a good woman. I know you'll find one.
Well, I hope I do. Hopefully you got some siblings or some nieces or some shit. You can hook me up. I need a mixed chick that sound white, but I can tell people she black whenever it's convenient.
Oh, man.
That's what I need. I need me a mixed chick that look damn near white, like she could pass. But whenever shit go wrong, I can say my girl black.
You know, my youngest sister is like that. Her dad he's dark as the night, and my mom is pasty white, and she turned out like a tan with like green eyes, but like kind of a little bit nappy black girl hair a little bit, but and then my hair just doesn't look anything like that. I don't look anything like my mom, but my hair is just like curly and wavy, and that's it.
Well, I dated a passable black chick like that. She was nasty and just everything sexually was awesome. But y'all mixed chicks are kind of nuts. Y'all mixed chicks are really nuts, and the nuttiness came out, and maybe that's what made the sex so good. But anyway, the point behind it is you found what you were looking for, and you had to go through a marriage to do it, and a divorce. And I know divorces are really hard because they're almost like deaths. They're like a death in the family. It's the end of something, and especially if you did it for a long time. Like if you were married like Kim Kardashian 72 fucking days, you can get over that. But, you know what I'm saying?
No, we were married for a few years.
Yeah, that's some hard shit to get over. Like to even broach the other person and say, I think I want a divorce, seems like it would be a hard thing to do. So I'm glad
it was very hard.
I'm glad you and your husband found each other, and it sounds like you guys are very happy. So thank you. Your story gives me hope.
Oh, well, I'm glad, Tommy. Well, thank you for, opening up the line so we could call in, and thank you for hearing my story as well. You have a good one.
You too. Right, let's see if we can bring in a couple more people. 501, you're on the line.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, you're on the line with myself and Brian. What's going on? Y'all need to stop saying hi to me.
I'm good. I have a question.
They treat me like the side chick.
I know. you gave
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, I am in, I guess, a friendship with my friend, but he is engaged. They're 2.5 hours away, but they're unequally yoked, as you say. He's towards the home life, looking at the future, when his fiance is focused on the wedding, like the right now. She's not worried about, having a home, a family, gaining, I wouldn't say eternal, but a long lifestyle, a long living lifestyle.
Let me ask you something.
Healthy. She's worried about the right now, the social, the materialistic thing.
Can I stop you for a second? You said she's not worried about a home. They don't have a house. They don't have a home.
No, they in two separate. Well, he has his own, and she's staying with her parents.
Okay. And so in her mind, does any one of them come with children?
No. Well, he has one, but she doesn't.
Okay. So in her mind, then I think she's figuring if we get married, we're going to live in his house, right?
Right.
Was that bad? I mean, if I marry a bitch, where do you think she gonna live at with me? What do you think she's probably gonna want to come stay with me, don't you think?
I mean, you have to go more and more into details on this. Okay, well.
So are you actively the side chick right now?
Me and my friend, we have developed like a relationship, not a relationship, like a friendship, as you would say, with benefits.
Oh, so okay. So
you're actively the side chick.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, Giggle Monster. You got a little bit giggling. Here's what I want to ask you, Giggle Monster.
I mean, it's just funny how you said it like you're actually the side chick.
No,
yes, I am. In this situation, I am the side chick.
No, he said you are actively.
But, I mean, it's like I'm not looking to interrupt a happy home, or it's not really happy per se.
Wait.
I mean,
wait. That's like me going up into Walmart, putting shit into my pants, walking out, and saying I'm not trying to shrink their inventory.
It was already messed up before I came in the picture. I'll put it like that.
Was it already messed up before he came in you? That's the question.
Right. Yeah. So you saying it was already messed up it was already messed up before you got into the equation, right?
the things it's like his role, it should be something that the woman should be pursuing, like looking at long term. And then you know how some men, they focus on the right now. You know, and some women, they're focused on, you know, hey, I'm looking for kids, a future, owning homes, and, you know, providing a better lifestyle. So if we do have kids, you know, we're somewhat straight.
So how do you help in this situation? With you being in this situation, how is it that what you're doing or the position you're playing helping?
It's not. Well, we're friends more than anything. This is like I said, the sexualness wasn't supposed to happen. That's a totally different thing. We do have a sexual chemistry for each other.
Okay, here's what I
find funny. Before the sex came along, we both are the same. Like we both as friends are looking for their future.
So wait, hold on, stop.
Looking at the future for us. Stop it. I'm just saying, not just marrying each other, but if I'm looking at like if I get married,
stop.
I don't have to have that big wedding. I don't have to have that fancy lifestyle. I mean, I just want to be happy with the person I'm with. I go to the courthouse and then spend a little few dollars on that, and then spend the rest of that money, save it up, clean off my debt. As far as owning homes, I guess getting, owning things that we can have in our name, and not have to use anybody else, something that we can own and have together.
Ma'am. Calm down. Take a breath.
I am calm.
Take a breath. Let us join you in this journey. Let us join you.
Okay.
I'm about to throw in the damn towel now.
Oh man.
Now listen. First off, since we've established that you're not helping the situation, we've established this. That's what we want to start at. Let's move on to this part about you saying you and him have so much in common. You see the world the same way. And this woman just does not get it. Then why the fuck aren't y'all together and he leave her?
I mean, we have talked about it, but he
that don't answer my question.
From us, I'm gonna tell you.
Go on.
Okay, he has made mistakes in his past to where he hasn't gave the woman the fair opportunity to, I guess, prove her case to, put the forth of effort that he's doing as far as in a relationship. He messed it up the first go around with the first lady he was with. So now that he's with her, he pulled he didn't do everything he possibly can.
Wait a minute.
So now it's at the point to where she has no more excuses.
Okay, so let me ask this.
She has time. She has time on her. She has a deadline. That hey, she got to this amount of time. If it ain't it, his hands are tied. I mean, he's through with it. It's not going to continue to keep putting forth the effort and trying to make things comfortable.
Ma'am. Does she know you exist?
Yes, she does.
She knows you've been fucking her man.
No, she don't know I've been fucking her man.
So then, ma'am, this is why I have a problem with women. This is why the world needs to understand how conniving and low down women are. You are with a man who is engaged to marry. You are fucking that man, and you know for a fact if you had a man, you wouldn't want nobody fucking your man. You're fucking this man and talking shit about the woman like she doing something wrong when you fucking her man. The one thing he's at least getting out of that woman that he's not getting from you is morals. So why would he leave that woman who he knows has morals to be with somebody that he knows is willing to fuck him while he's engaged, which means you're willing to do all kind of shit when you get engaged to him or married to him because you've proven that you have no morals and you don't respect boundaries. So has he proven it. So why would any one of y'all want to look at the other one in a serious manner when you both don't respect boundaries? You neither have morals and your word means shit. His word to her meant shit. Your word to you means shit. Your word to him probably means shit because there's no way you probably just fucking him and nobody else. So y'all introducing all type of shit to this man's unsuspecting fiance. His unsuspecting fiance don't know who else you fucking, and don't know he putting his dick in you and then coming back home and putting it in her. So you don't have a leg to stand on to even try to make her sound like a bad person when you're the bad person. Because as a woman, if that man was giving her a quote unquote deadline, you know what you'd say? Come see me when the deadline up. You think that man will leave a woman that he knows is morally intact for a woman that he knows is morally corrupt? Let me tell you something. If I got a girlfriend that will let me fuck around on her and another girlfriend that's going to be strict with me, guess which one I'm going to stay with?
The one gonna be strict. The one that's gonna be strict.
Nope. I'm gonna be with the one that's gonna let me fuck around. She's not gonna cause me as many problems. See, what he's gonna get with you is you're gonna cause him problems. Because number one, you're not gonna trust him. If y'all do get to dating, you will never trust him because you know he has the willingness to walk out on his relationship. He's doing it with you. He's not gonna trust you anywhere you go because he know you willing to fuck people that already got somebody else. What good can come out of y'all two? The only reason why y'all get along is because y'all fuck with no strings. It's easy to fuck a person with no strings. There are no strings when it comes to you. You know he got somebody else. He don't even have to come see you on holidays because I got a fucking fiance, bitch. He don't have to see you at night because I got a fucking fiance, bitch. He can go do any damn thing. He could be fucking 4 other women and tell you he at home with his fiance. You don't know.
That's what you call Pinocchio pussy.
Yep.
I once had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me. That's ridiculous. This is the problem with our people. The fact that you are willing to put yourself in this situation, that shows what you think about your own self-worth and your own self-value. And the fact that this dude is participating in this, that lets you know that what his own self-worth and self-value is, because I'm sure that this girl is just, she's worth something for him to be engaged to her. She has something going for herself, and she has some type of good qualities about her that's going to make him commit to her on that level. And the fact that he's doing this with you, and that the fact that you all are participating in this, that shows the debauchery that you all are just committed to, because it's not like you're even conflicted. You're defending him and the other women in his past and the woman that he's with today as to say as to why what you're doing is okay. It's not okay. You need to be spending your time and your energy and your resources with your own man, with your own dude. Or if you all are going to do this, be 100 with it across the board and let her know. And the fact that you didn't let her know and the fact that he didn't let her know lets us know that y'all are both on some bullshit. This is the kind of stuff that ends bad for people. Plain and simple. This is the kind of stuff when we talk about what black women need to do and what black men need to do. This is the kind of stuff that we need to just stop doing because it don't end well and you ain't getting nothing out of it. Because you could be getting dick from some other dude somewhere who was like my man that was on the phone that fell in love.
Right.
He could have been sleeping with you right now. And y'all could be just fine calling each other every day and you ain't blocked him and he ain't blocked you. And that dude could either be getting engaged to his fiance or he needs to end that relationship and go find him somebody that's going to be right, because you are not the right girl for him because he would have put a ring on your finger. You are just the in-between chick. You the right now chick that probably got some good sex and he can deal with you and hit it when he want to and move on because you ain't putting no type of demands on him whatsoever.
Yep.
Why would you do that to yourself?
And that's why
he's better than that.
And that's why he's the guru. And I will end it with saying this to you. I know because I was in your position. And after a while, I started to realize why this girl that I wanted. Now, the one thing I didn't do was talk shit about her man, because I knew the nigga must have been something if he got somebody as fine as her and they was engaged. He must have been doing something right. And then I also started to figure out I'm just good dick, fun to be around, loud mouth. But she's not going to leave the stability of that man for me because she realized, wait a minute, you fucking me knowing that I go home to another man. What kind of man are you?
Boom.
She's greeting us with silence. Silence.
I said that's right. So
So what are you gonna do at the end of the day? So you heard all this, and this is shit that you've heard before, or you told yourself, and you realize it already to be true because that's what your silence is confirming. What are you going to do with your life from this point on? Do you want to change, or are you good where you at right now?
I'm gonna change.
Please, for us. For us.
He said, please.
Please,
if you don't get, listen, if you don't get help in Charter Peachford, just get help somewhere, damn it. Listen.
Please.
I gotta ask I gotta ask her a personal question. You know I'm very straightforward, so I want to get to where this is because, like Brown was saying, you defended him hard, like you put on a fucking cape. You like James Brown and shit on stage, like you put the cape on. I'm trying to tell you to throw it off.
Maceo.
Yeah, you can throw it off, but I want to know, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9.5".
How much do you weigh?
I guess 220.
That is.
Have you dealt with, be honest with me, self-esteem issues?
No, sir.
What would you consider yourself? Dark skin, brown skin, light skin, mixed? What story?
Dark skin.
It is. I'm
just trying to point out something to you. Number one, at 5'9", 220, you are heavy for a female. 5'9", 2 anything for a female is heavy. I'm 5'9", and I got a lot of muscle on me, and I'm 190 now. So that being said, I'm not 5'9", excuse me, I'm 5'11 and a half. So that means I'm 2 inches taller than you, and you are 30 pounds heavier than me. And I'm muscle bound. Not muscle bound, but I'm got a lot of muscle. So unless you are a fitness chick and you swole up, there's an issue there. How old are you? How old are you?
29.
How old is he?
26.
How old is his kid?
9.
Dear, come on.
Come on, man.
Everything about this sounds completely wrong. I'm going to say a little bit, let Brian finish it off. I'm just telling you, you have a 26-year-old with a 9-year-old kid who's fucking around on his wife. You're dealing with a man that's his fiance, basically wife. You're dealing with an unstable man, but you're unstable yourself, and you both have issues with who you are and what you think you can get. And the only thing he's using you for is to feel time to make himself feel a lot better because he's like, well, I can fuck 2 chicks and that's making me feel like a man. It's a thing that he's trying to feel within himself that he's doing a bad job with. And you, I don't know what she looks like, but I think this is your way of competing with her and feeling like you're on the same level as somebody that you know without having their hands tied behind their back, you wouldn't be able to compete with. Because if you could compete with this woman, you know what he would have done? Left that woman.
Exactly. You have this thing right now where you feel it's empowering to you to have the upper hand in this relationship. Because at the end of the day, she may think she got this dude that her husband and she gonna walk down the aisle to him, but you are getting off on the fact that you know I'm fucking this dude whenever I want, and she don't know nothing about it. I got your man. I done had your man, and your man is my man at the end of the day. And that's what you getting off on. You being so selfish in this situation that you don't even realize what you doing to yourself.
Yep.
So you saying that you gonna change and you gonna stop. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. Them nights when you at home and you by yourself and you realize that what you doing, it ain't doing nothing for you, and it just makes you feel worse and worse and worse. It ain't gonna stop until you start thinking better for yourself. At the end of the day, there's somebody for everybody. There's a dude somewhere who will be with you, sleep with you, screw you, love you, marry you, your 5'9", 245-pound self. Believe that. But the more you spend your time and your energy trying to backdoor this other innocent chick who ain't got nothing to do with this situation or nothing to do with y'all selfish asses, you ain't gonna get there. And at the end of the day, that 26-year-old dude, He just fucking you. He ain't feeling you. He ain't gonna be with you. So why waste your time? You 30, you 29. Your clock is ticking. Because the older you get, the more harder it's gonna be for that weight to come up off you. And believe me, your options and your choices are gonna get fewer and fewer and fewer. You need to stop and change right now.
Instead of talking about her and what you think she's not doing, the first thing you should say is, how am I taking care of my own body? So why am I worried about how she's taking care of her relationship? Number one. Number two, you went to a younger man who's trying to tell you how stable he is, but that doesn't sound very stable. Number three, again, this is your way of being able to compete with that woman that you normally wouldn't have been able to compete with. That if y'all was at the bar and it wasn't but single men there, you feel they would have picked her before they picked you. So this is your revenge on her. It actually has nothing to do with him. This literally has nothing to do with him, because you know if your friend was telling you about this situation, you tell her the nigga wasn't shit. You're in a situation with a nigga that ain't shit that you know you would tell somebody. Now, lastly, let me ask you this question. Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
1.
How old?
3.
Boy, girl?
Boy.
So let me tell you what you're teaching your boy, because chances are most of the time that he fucking you, it's either at your house or a hotel.
Nope.
He ain't fucking you at his house.
He in her house.
Yes.
Oh, wait. So you that hold on. Let me say that's let me know how disrespectful you have become. You're literally now doing that, hoping you get caught, because that's fucked up. There would be no reason. Let me tell you something. I never went to when I knew the girl had a fiance. Guess whose house I never went to? I ain't that damn. I don't want him to know I existed. I would have liked to taken her from him, but I didn't want him to know I existed like that, because that's fucked up. And I know it's wrong. You're just being spiteful. You're going to his house hoping she show the fuck up. You want to break her face. And if I was him, I would be afraid of you, because once I stop talking to you, guess what you gonna go do? Tell it.
Yep.
You gonna be like they was at the church sermon when my grandmama passed. You gonna be up there talking about, go tell it on the mountain. Yo, man, over the hill fucking me. I'ma tell it on the mountain.
That I've been fucking your man. Yeah.
You know you go tell it. You're not gonna let this just die. You're gonna tell it. This isn't good, dear. You don't even like him. This makes you feel important that you're in this position that you don't think you could have been in without it. You don't believe you deserve a man of your own. You have a 3-year-old kid and you're doing this. 3 years old. You can get dick from anywhere, and you choose to get dick from a man who's engaged, and you defended that man's cheating, his infidelity. You letting this man fuck you with no condom. You have a baby already. He has a baby already, and he fucking his fiance with no condom. And if you had bad words to say about her, you know what she might be doing? The same thing both of y'all doing. Cheating with other people who cheating. And y'all all dipping y'all damn oil sticks in each other's oil pans. I don't know much about cars, but y'all do it.
Each other's engines. They put their oil sticks in each other's engines.
I want you to understand how crazy this is. And I've said it, and again, I'm a cheater. And I've said, if women liked each other, cheating would stop. It would cut down cheating about 90 to 95%. If women just liked each other. But because women don't like each other, y'all will do shit like, I know he fucking her with no condom, so I'm gonna let him fuck me with no condom. I know he coming in her, I'm gonna let him come in me. She might get a baby and I might get a baby. And y'all playing that game just to be dicks towards each other for no other reason. You ain't gonna get shit out of it. Because what's gonna happen is if he gets you pregnant and her pregnant, y'all both he gonna leave both of y'all because he fucking more people than just y'all two. Y'all gonna find out, y'all gonna get y'all baby, y'all gonna be over the situation. Now y'all gonna be buddies in child support court trying to put him on child support when none of it made sense, because if either of you, I don't know about her, but if you had a high enough self-esteem, there's no way you be fucking this married man with you having a kid and then telling me that you go to his house. So what the fuck do you do with your kid while you're doing this? The reason I'm saying this, there's no way you can sell this to where it even sounds good.
Right. Exactly. Do you, let me give you something. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you a moral compass. And here's how you use it. Any decisions that you make in your life, whether you're going to sleep with this dude, continue doing this, continue doing that, be with this dude, be with that dude, whatever the case may be, ask yourself this question. Does what I'm about to do help me become a better version of myself? If you can't say yes to that, that's something that you shouldn't be doing. Plain and simple. Just take that right there and just use that. Anything that you gonna do tomorrow, if you pull up and you say you hungry and you gonna pull up in that McDonald's drive-thru to get that #1 with an extra cheeseburger, say, is this gonna help me become a better version of myself? And that should be like no, and you should go make another choice. When that dude texts you tonight and say he want to come by and he want to hit it and he wants you to do that thing that you do, ask yourself this: is this dude coming over here tonight to hit this? Is this gonna make me become a better version of myself? Answer is no. No, dude, we need to stop. This needs to be over. Because at the end of the day, if you really want me, if you really love me, if you really want to be with me, if you really think I'm the coolest chick ever, then you will come and get me and commit to me and be with me.
Yep.
I'm the guru. He's the whore.
Do you have anything to say, young lady? Do you have anything to retort back to Brian?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, I tell you what, this is thank you for calling in. We should do a one-on-one with her, like to get her. I will answer one more phone call, but that was first off, I want to appreciate her honesty, because when the calls come in here, we need people like that to tell us the real fucking story, because
it's hard to be transparent like that. And I give her courage for that. And I believe that the reason why I really wanted to like say what I said to her, because I believe the fact that she was willing to be transparent like that, she knows that she can be better. And I believe that she wants to be better. I think that's why she called. I think that's why she brought up what she brought up. And she took the harsh criticism that we gave her, because I think it's going to offend her to being a better person.
Somebody said, I give her credit. She took it on the chin. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what she's been doing with that married man.
See, that chin good and tough, like leather.
She used to do it, taking it on the chin. I'm about to lie. And whoever this Lisa Maria is in the comment section, dear, you didn't call in the show. And if you got that kind of disdain for black men, then why the fuck are you here? I'm not trying to be funny, but I agree with you that you said that black men lie, I guess. All men lie to get what they want. That's not a black man thing. That's a man thing. Men lie to women all the time. Women lie to men all the time. It is what it is. You just heard a lying woman and a lying man. So I don't know how this became like the black man ain't shit when both of them wasn't shit.
Right.
Number one. And number two, she worse, because if you have kids and they ask you for chocolate, who's worse? The kid asking for the chocolate or your motherfucking grown ass for giving it to him?
Boom.
If you know the man married and you still fuck him, you're worse than him. You know it's wrong. He know it's wrong, but he trying to get an advantage. You helped him get an advantage? It's not a really good look for a woman. But if you're okay with that situation, the biggest part, and I know this probably is going to sound wrong, Brian, the biggest part I had a problem with is the fact of how she was talking shit about this woman who didn't know she exists. I hate that. I don't like the fact that she knows where the man lives. She know what his wife looked like. And if she want to kill his wife, she could. And the wife wouldn't even know who the fuck walked up on him. I don't like situations like that. And again, I'm a cheater. I didn't know what the girl I was messing with. I didn't know what her man looked like. I didn't want to know what he did for a living. I didn't want to know he worked, because that's a fucked up situation to be in. I shouldn't know where this nigga's at, because what if the pussy's so good that I just decide I want to go kill him so I can have it to myself, because she ain't moving fast enough.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
And I think that's where she was at with it. I think that, and that's why I said that she liked the fact that she was one up. Mm-hmm. She had that upper hand. It's like and women do that a lot amongst each other. Y'all want to have the upper hand.
Yep.
Men, we just try to get what we want because we
Right, I
want
just
what
want
we
to
want at
fuck.
the end
I
of
don't
the day.
really
But
want to rub it in this nigga's face. I want to rub it
exactly.
in yours.
Yeah, it's like, and that's the thing. It's like, why would she do that and put herself in that situation? Because at the end of the day, she could go sleep with anybody she wanted to. If she offering that thing up and she serving it up like that with no strings attached, ain't too many cats that's gonna turn that down. That's single. So why she got to have this one dude? Because that one dude got that other chick, and she want to be able to say, "I got you. I'm one up on you, baby." So when she's sitting in that wedding, she gonna be sitting in that back row and be like, "Yeah, girl, I'm one up on her because I got her nigga. I done had her. I done had him, and she don't even know." That's what she wanted to do. That's what she got off on.
Or she gonna be singing, "Congratulations! I thought it would have been me." Cause as long as I can breathe, you'll always be the one for me.
My goodness, man.
Oh, you don't want to be that bitch. Stop giving up your goodies. And I'm telling you, there are men who will tell you today, having a wedding band on gets you more pussy than not having one. And I will tell you, when I was dating that white girl, once I started dating that white girl, you have no idea how much black pussy I was. I can say it now. It's shit stuff. I was fucking a lot of hoes. Was it just because I was with that white girl? That's why I used to go a lot and travel a lot by myself. Bitches was throwing pussy at me because they was like, if that white girl fucking them. That's why I used to tell stories about me and the white girl fucking. Because women like to hear it. Sad, but it's true. We got one more phone call I'm going to bring in. Let me see. I'll go to any meeting. Let's go 240. 240, caller, you're on the air.
What's up, Tommy?
Nothing much. You're on the line with the
What's up,
Guru
Tommy?
and the Whore. You're on the line with myself and Brian. Talk to us.
Yes, Brian. Last time I talked, I apologize. You were actually talking, and I was talking over you, and I do apologize for that. My bad.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. No worries.
He know you ain't shit. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I know I ain't shit because I'm still celibate until I get my next piece of ass. That's what we talking about. But
I'm
look,
gonna
let
make
me
me some
tell you what,
t-shirts. I
Tommy.
know I ain't shit.
Tommy, look. Tommy, you made me. Can I just say this for a second, Tommy? Tommy, I felt just like you last night, brother. I'm a good brother. I'm a good man. I take care of my business, and I can't get no good woman. I can't find a woman out here.
So listen,
I know I got some flaws. Don't get me wrong. But, Tommy, I felt just like you felt last night. I wasn't going to shoot myself, but I felt just like you felt, bro. And you know what? I'm on the same sheet you on, bro. Man, you just don't know what that brought me back to last night,
no,
dog.
but wasn't it strange to hear like this?
I go to work every day.
Like, wasn't it strange to
Go
hear?
ahead.
It was strange to hear because these niggas is slowed in molasses. Like these motherfuckers. That nigga that called last night. That nigga was borderline. I want to say borderline retarded, but I think he was already retarded. He probably was like borderline in a coma. Like,
Tommy, that nigga was retarded. I shouldn't even said that word. My bad. I'm sorry to the audience. I apologize. That man that you talked to last night has some mental issues, but yet he had a woman standing next to him, talking to him, and so trying to get him to understand what he was not supposed to be talking about on the show.
She had a sippy cup right there with him. She had his diapers. She was gonna change him. She had a little rag over her shoulder to burp this little nigga. Like everything was right there, and it's got to make us feel like crap because this nigga still got pussy on tap.
Tommy, I was about to jump off my roof last night. I was waiting for you to pull the trigger. We was going to do it at 3. We was going to do it on 3, Tommy.
Oh, man.
Look. You know, I ain't going to do that because I love my life. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But, dog, I felt just like you did. But let's get on the topic. I don't want to get off the topic too much. Again, sorry, Brian, for cutting you off last time. I didn't hear you talking because it's kind of like, when I'm talking, you get cut off, and I do apologize for that. Just tell me to shut up, and then I'll listen. That's better
All
for
right,
me.
man, no worries.
I'll get with you. But this unequal yoke thing and this and that, you know, to be honest with you, if you get with a young woman or whatever have you, and you guys are on the same sheet of music and this and that, you know, that's all fine at the very beginning. That's great. It's wonderful that you're making it along and this and that. But see, it's not about being a yoke thing. It's about, am I going to tolerate what's going on at this moment, or am I going to give up on what's going on at this moment? I don't believe in that yoke thing. I understand it's in the Bible, and I understand that. I reviewed it. You know, my mother even spoke to me about it. And when I was married, we had that same conversation. It's all about, is this person going to deal with your issues at that moment, or is this person going to walk away from your issues? You know, because me and my ex-wife, yeah, I was broke when I married her. I didn't have a job. I drove limos. I drove limos in Georgia for years. And then when we moved, I got a better job, and then I started making six figures, and she was making six figures, so we was doing good. We were a power couple. But then after she got her PhD, that's when everything went to hell. So were we equally yoked? Yes, we were. But a situation occurred where, I talked to you, Tommy, about it before. I had the intimacy issue because I didn't know what intimacy was. And I wasn't perfecting intimacy. So when I got to that point where I couldn't perfect the intimacy versus making love, because I never knew the difference. Black man raised up by a black woman never taught me that, because my mother didn't hang out and date all these guys and bring them to the house. I didn't see that. So when we got to that point, you know, I got divorced, and I believe that's why I was divorced. Yes, I was bitter over the years and this and that and that and this, and I understand all that. But, you know, these women out here, you know, they are in charge of relationships. Women have to understand that they are in charge of relationships, not the man. It's the woman that is in charge of a relationship. I tell my daughter this every day. She is the controller of the relationship, period. Us guys, if we go out here and we're married, and I don't care, I'm not even looking at the chat room. I don't give a damn what they say. But if a dude is out there and a sexy woman walks up to him and says, hey, I want to have sex with you all night long, he will be calling home and telling his wife that he got to work all night.
Yes, that's pretty much you.
That's what's about.
Nutshell. Yes, go ahead.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Fine enough, I'm fucking you. Whoever decides to date me or marry me, please understand. If the woman's fine enough, I am fucking that woman. I will apologize if you find out, but I'm telling you off top, I'm fucking that woman. I don't have access to 10s like that. So I won't fuck a 2, because I don't want to lose my wife over a 2, because I'm probably gonna marry like a 4.5, 5. So if it's a 2, I won't fuck her.
Right.
Bitch, if it's an 8 and above, she's getting this love.
God damn.
So it's the 80-20 rule.
Let me say this,
Tommy. It all falls under the 80-20 rule. I'm sorry, Dal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So here's my thing with that. I don't think that necessarily that one has power over the other. I think that there is an exchange of power when it comes to saying that the woman is in charge and the man is in charge. I believe that the woman possesses certain things that a man, you know, will just go for. And I think that men need to realize that we possess certain things that women will go for. While I was talking earlier about having resources and things like that and having status and things like that, those are things that women are definitely attracted to, and that puts you in a position of power in that relationship. And women have the bodies, they have the looks, and they have that sexy attitude, that sexy, that vibe that they can just give off, where they can command that certain power and have it from men. So it's an equal exchange if you know what it is that you truly have and possess. Because a man that has status, can be the biggest asshole in the world but he will command every woman just about in his area, or in that arena, because of who he is and what he has. Bottom line.
But he
and the
loses
same
power.
thing with a chick.
But
If she has that body, she can do the same exact thing.
But that man will lose power because whoever he gives it over to, they can now use it against him. No matter how fine a woman is, I never get to walk away with her body when we stop fucking. That woman, though,
okay,
she can
can I hit Daryl?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I hit Daryl in the knees with a baseball bat?
Brian, I don't know who Daryl is. Brian.
I'm sorry, Brian. Can I hit Brian in the knees with a baseball bat?
Why you say that?
Brian.
If you got enough money, yes.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
If you got enough money, yes. You could hit me in the knee with a baseball bat if you got enough money.
Okay, Brian, let me hit you in the baseball bat. Just like I said earlier, if a chick come up to a married man and he is look better than his wife and don't have a damn thing to offer, and she says, come get this butt tonight, he gonna call his wife and say, hey, I gotta go work tonight. So I understand what you're saying, Brian, and I give it to you. I'll give you 5% on that, okay? But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm out here now. I got money. I can get what the hell I want to get, when I want to get it, how I want to get it, and how much I want to get it. I done banged some dudes' wives. I don't give a damn. I go to the store when y'all watching football. I'm at the store. And if you're walking around the store looking lonely and dumpy, I'm going to take you home. And I'm going to have your back before the 2-minute call is on.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to.
If you married.
I'm letting you know.
That's not my problem.
Look, I'm letting you know I'm going to edit this phone call right where you say I banged some dudes. I'm going to cut it off right there.
I didn't bang. I said I don't bang no dudes. I ain't bang no dudes. No, I ain't say that. I said
no, but when I get through editing it though, that's what you gonna say.
when y'all dudes is at home, look, I'll rephrase it, okay? When y'all dudes is at home watching football, and your girl happen to go to the store, she's gonna meet somebody like me, and I'm gonna have her home before the 2-minute call. In the next game. In the next game you watching with your boys,
wait a minute, but aren't you proving? Wait a minute, but aren't you proving?
I'm gonna be at the store.
Wait a minute, but aren't you proving why you're single?
Say what now?
Aren't you proving just now why you're single? You said you the dude that be up in the motherfucking Whole Foods trying to get niggas girl. That's why you're single.
That's what I do.
Yeah, but that's why you're single. Then. So you have no reason to jump off a building.
No. All right, now I can be with a girl if I want to be. That's my choice. I don't want to be in no relationship. I've been married twice. I'm not a fool 3 times. That's not going to happen. Okay, because marriage to me is a waste of time, and it's just a paycheck for a chick that ain't got nothing, that came in with nothing. So I'm not getting married no more, and I'm not having any more kids, because that's just a paycheck for a chick. Because like you said before, Tommy, we don't get to decide if that child is going to be born or not.
Well, so your discussion.
So I ain't getting married no more.
So your discussion is not about being unequally yoked. Apparently, yours is about being unequally stroked.
No, I'm being stroked now. Come on, dog. Come on, Tommy. Don't do me like that.
So wait, so I gotta do this. I gotta challenge you like I challenged the other lady that was on the phone. That was on the phone a little while ago. Why do you feel that it's your job to go out and fuck other dudes' women? If you out here, you got money, you got 6 figures, and you out here doing your thing, and you can have anybody that you want, like you just said. Why do you feel the need to go and fuck other dudes' women?
It cut us all off because we got a late start, and I forgot that I only did it for an hour. Son of a bitch.
That English bitch cut me off.
Well, go ahead and elaborate on that, though. Like,
I guess my thing is this. I think that his thing is that he's out here and he's basically he's being a predator on women that he know that's easy prey. At the end of the day, if you a real lion, you gonna go out and you gonna do your thing, and you gonna go out and you gonna fuck other lions. You don't have to. If you got money, you a 6-figure nigga like he just said, then you don't need to go and find my wife that's shopping at the Whole Food during the halftime. You'd have your own harem. You have your own string because you are that desirable. You'd have your whole slew of women that you sleep with. So you don't need to go from this one to that one to this one to that one. You would essentially have a stable, and that stable would consist in just be your women. I don't find no pleasure in going out to fuck another dude's woman. That don't give me no satisfaction.
Agreed.
But that gives him satisfaction to think that it's okay for him to do that. And my thing is this: it's too many women out here for you to be focused on mine or you to be focused on his. Why not focus on yours and really just secure your own stable of women and be good? You ain't got to get married.
Yeah, that look like we might have the title for the next show about why people cheat.
Man,
I think that should literally be the next show. We need to find out from that. That would be why I would specialize in that one.
Yes, that would definitely be.
I get to speak more.
Where the whore will shine.
But you listen to two callers. Yeah, we're gonna make that the next show. We listened to two callers, and both of those callers seem to be proud. I boil that down to, and I don't want to get into too much of it because that's the show we're gonna do. I boil that down to a huge self-esteem issue, and they feel like they can't. People who constantly go after other people's girl or man, or people who feel like they can't get one on their own, so they want you to be as miserable as them. I think they don't want to see anybody happy. So their job is, and I'll repeat it next time when we do the show, but that's what I think. What do you think?
I believe so. I believe that, like he said, because he said it himself, when his wife got that PhD, the dynamic of their relationship changed and he had intimacy problems, which is why he's just sleeping with women. He's just fucking women. And that's what he does because it's safe for him. He's not trying to get into being a more intimate person so that he can become a more intimate partner. He's just like, I'm going to stay in my lane and I ain't just going to have sex with this chick or that chick. I'm going to have sex with other dudes' chick so I can show them how good I am and what I'm on and show them my own sexual prowess to say that, hey, I'm more of a man or I'm a bigger man or I'm this dude and all these women out here ain't shit because the one that was with me, she left me because I wasn't everything that she could be. That she needed me to be, and I couldn't get there. She wouldn't stay with me long enough to help me get there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's taking it out on everybody else as opposed to working on himself.
Do you think people like him can actually work on themselves? Like what we're talking about right now is this idea of, okay, here's what you want. You want to be in a relationship, but you're almost willing to sacrifice any of yourself just to be in one. And I think that's what's happening. These people are sacrificing their goals. They're going around fucking somebody else's person. They're going around dating people who have things that they don't like or things that they don't want just to be in some type of situation with another human being, which tells us how powerful relationships are anyway, that human beings are seeking these things out no matter how detrimental they are to them. What have we heard that could help somebody, or what would you like to leave people with who are going through this idea of being unequally yoked, being in relationships with people who have things they don't like, but for the sake of just being with one, or sitting at the damn Whole Foods or the Trader Joe's trying to fuck people's wives and girls? Like
on Super Bowl Sunday.
Right.
Son
you know
of a
what I'm saying?
bitch.
You motherfucker, now I can't even send my girl to go get no bill on Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Man, you think got me questioning all kind of shit. Bitch talking about you want me to go to Jamba Juice, get some juice? Nah, bitch, you fucking the juicer. I know what this is. Know what's happening
Or
now.
you think you just gonna run out to the store, get you some dick and come on back
right
with my food? No, this ain't that.
Right. So you have to ask yourself, what would you say to those people who are in a situation where they feel they're unequally yoked, but as I said, they kind of push themselves that way because they enter into these things on purpose?
Here's my thing, and I this is like my mission statement, whatever you want to call it. This is essentially what I want to leave to the world and to everybody here tonight. At the end of the day, everybody has gone through, is going through, or has some type of situation, some type of issue. We all have problems. We all have our own version of just, hey, this is the baggage that I carry. Everybody has shortcomings. Everybody has shit in their life that wasn't good and wasn't the best. Let's take that, acknowledge it, and from that point, regardless of where you at in your life, if you can focus on trying to be a better version of what you are right now, that is what you should be doing. Because we could all be trying to get to 100, but at the end of the day, if I'm at a 2, I just need to focus on trying to be a 3. When I'm a 3, let's just focus on me trying to be a better 4. That's what you want to do. Progress yourself to where you are becoming a better person than what you are today. That's all that matters, because at the end of the day, you can say when your life is over and you look back over your life, to be able to say what I saw in these moments in my life where I realized that I was wrong and I was doing something the wrong way or I had the wrong idea. But when I realized it, I began to make change. I began to do things in my life to bring about a change in my life. And at the end of the day, if you can say that about yourself, you're doing good, you're moving in the right direction, and that is where your work is every single day. Be a better you.
In essence, isn't this... Say it again. In essence, isn't this the kind of stuff that causes insecurities in relationships? Because these people know what they want. They feel like they can't get it, so they keep settling. Because the older we get, like this woman is with a man 3 years younger than her. I asked her if she had any body issues. Of course, she said no, which isn't true. But let's just say it is. Let's just go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't their failures at getting what they want what contribute the most to us feeling insecure in the next round of relationships we go to? I mean, if you think about it, they used to tell us in sales, every time you hear a no, that gets you closer to yes. But man, that shit hurts every time you hear a no. It makes it difficult to even go try and get the next yes. Do you think that's why people like her have degraded to saying, well, I'll just fuck a married man because I can't get one of my own? And it creates as much insecurity when she's with that man as it did with anyone else. Because most side chicks are crazier than the main chick. And she knows she's the side chick. So why would she be more possessive of you than the main chick?
Because she wants to take the easy road to try to get to her goal. I'll play this side chick position and I'm going to be this nasty, freaky, anytime, any place, anywhere, and just regardless of what it is, I'm gonna be all that he wants to the point to where he gonna come full circle and go all the way around and come and want me. I'm gonna be his everything, even though he don't know it yet. I'm gonna be everything he need in hopes that he realizes it one day and comes back to me.
But she know that won't work though. She's already, it'd be different if she was like Swiss Beats' new wife. Alicia Keys was already, she knew who she was. She took a nigga out of his marriage. She had enough confidence in herself to where she knew, even if I marry this nigga, he gonna go on the road, he gonna still be doing shit. And I gotta trust that even if he fucking somebody, that's kind of how I got him. So she was so secure in who she was. She didn't even go about it like how this woman is, talking about how bad the wife is and shit like that. No, I'm just gonna take your husband. Now, I'm not saying it's a good thing, a way to do it, but I'm saying when you got someone who has low self-esteem, when you listen to them, they're going to do things like this because her self-esteem is so low. She's trying to backdoor her way into something. But once you hang with thieves, you still believe they'll rob you too.
Absolutely. And like you said, with me backdooring my way in, if I don't get in, don't nobody see it. Mm-hmm. So if this dude don't pick me, if I still am the side chick and he go off and he get married to this other chick, don't nobody see it. and I'm still the chick that just played on the side and don't nobody know. So I don't have to take that initial rejection. I can sell myself this dream. Well, oh girl, well, he wasn't nothing, no way. He was just my side nigga. No, that ain't what you trying to do. You selling yourself a dream in hopes that it will one day come true at the end of the day. And you ain't gonna never be able to just get in through the back door like that and backdoor your way into your happiness. It don't work like that. And you got to go get it head on. You got to have your standards. You got to have your expectations. You got to be transparent with what it is that you want so that you can get it. Because ain't nobody just going to give it to you if you ain't got no prerequisites for it.
Yep. And what's really funny about it is it just reminds me of some of you people do it still now. Back when I was coming up, we had alarm clocks. We didn't have cell phones. And what we would do was set our alarm clock 15 minutes, 20 minutes fast, so we wouldn't get up late. And when we put our alarm 15, 20 minutes fast, guess what we would say when it would go out? Guess what you'd say? Shit, I got 20 more minutes. You can't fool yourself. You can fool someone else. You can't fool yourself. It's not like how sometimes you hide something in the house, next thing you know, you don't hear it from your fucking self.
Where did I put that thing?
Find that motherfucker for shit. It's not like that. Your insecurities, you cannot run from your insecurities. You can't hide from them. They are there. You're the one who knows that they exist more than anybody else. And as a matter of fact, the majority of us are going out of our ways trying to shield our insecurities from other people, which magnifies them to ourselves. Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, we just as broken as the next person. It's somebody that's just as bad as you. So what you trying to hide and what you trying to hold secret and what you trying to keep from everybody else, if you would be courageous enough a little bit and just be transparent, you would find that there's somebody else that's in the same exact situation that you in, that got the same insecurities that you have. So therefore they can understand you in your mess right now.
And somebody just pointed out, they said, I like being the side chick. Don't get it twisted. There are some people who honestly like that. There's no commitment in it. It's just like there are people who don't want to own a house. They just like renting because there's no commitment in it. You just keep going. There's people who don't want to own a car. They want to lease it. It is what it is. I'm not saying that there aren't people who do it. But the one thing I know about people who like being the side chick is they're silent. They don't go around talking about it. They don't even, matter of fact, a side chick will get mad if you tell her you're going to leave your wife for her. She'll stop fucking you because you've gotten to, no.
Too much.
Yeah, I'm just here for the fucking appetizer, nigga. I don't want no dinner. I'm good. And so when you are a woman like that, you wouldn't be like the woman who called into the show talking about how the other woman ain't shit and hoping to take that woman from him. You'd have been cool just saying, oh, well, yeah, I'm just fucking this man, but he got a wife and everything. I don't want to mess that up. Because when she said she's not trying to break a home up, that was the funniest part to me. I'm not trying to break their home up. Bitch, what do you think fucking the husband's doing?
Exactly.
You are. And the fact that you doing it in his house where you know that woman sleep in that bed, like that's corrupt as fuck. Now, I get the fact that she might have fun doing that. I ain't trying to say that. But she doesn't sound like a woman who's in it to have fun. She sounds like she's in it to steal from him.
Yep. And if you a side chick and that's your position you playing, then you would be confident and you would have it all laid out. You would have the whole thing and how it's going to go, what it's about, and what you're doing. And you would have it all laid out on the table. And it would all be, hey, if this happens, if that happens, don't ever let this happen. And you putting that responsibility on that dude or whatever the case may be to play his part. And if for some reason those lines get blurred, or like you said, he tried to change the game up and said, no, girl, I want to come be with you. She gonna be like, nope, that ain't what we agreed on. I'm done. I'm out. Time out. Game over. That's it. That's what you would do if you in that, if you in that position. And if that's how you got it and you that transparent, then it ain't gonna be no issue. It ain't gonna be no problem. It's the sneakiness, backdoor. I'm trying to backdoor my way. Like you say, I'm trying to backdoor my way into my happiness. And you can't do that.
And it should be something that we all look at and say, well, we don't want this shit to go down like that. Because if it's going down like that, And I just think it's too many people. And again, I'm a cheater. I get it. It's hard for me to pot calling the kettle metal. But when it comes to the marriage situations like that, I really hate it. And I think the first time I realized how bad it was when I looked at the Steve McNair situation. Steve McNair was fucking the waitress that the whole family got a chance to sit down, and she used to feed the whole family. Now, this bitch could have decided that she wanted you after the first time y'all fucked and poisoned your kids and your wife. Your wife would have never known. This bitch could have went to your kid's school, did something to your kids. She knew where they went to school. She knew where your wife lived. She knew where your mama lived. And none of them knew that this person existed. Now, I think it came out that Steve McNair's mom knew that Steve McNair was cheating on his wife. So that's why I think the wife is treating the mom like she ain't shit. But once Steve McNair's side chick shot him and then shot herself, I looked at it as the reason why the wife is being so mean is because she realized what happened if this girl had just decided she didn't want to kill him. She wanted to kill me so she could be with him. She would have never known. And I don't at that moment was when I realized, well, that shit ain't cool. And then my cousin, same thing happened to her. Her husband was cheating on her to the point of one day she followed him to see where he was going. This nigga had a whole separate apartment with this woman who she too was married. So they had a whole apartment where all they did was go there and fuck. So they like fucking each other so much, they leased an apartment to where that's their rendezvous point. She went there and caught him with the girl. And the girl said, "What is your fat ass wife doing here?" So the girl was so confident. She not only knew what this woman looked like, had a disdain for the wife who did nothing wrong. And that's how this girl sounds. You have a disdain for the fiance who did nothing wrong.
Right.
Those are people who are scary to me.
Yep. I truly believe that. And it's like even in that situation, it's like how far or how long do you think that it's going to go on? Because like you said, that Steve McNair situation, that was a young girl. That young girl wasn't built to be the side chick. She, in her heart of hearts, thought and believed and told herself, if I'm good enough, if I'm everything that he needs, he'll eventually leave her. And I'm sure that conversation started coming up about it. And I guarantee you, Steve flat out told her, I'm not leaving my wife.
Yep. And that's where the shooting came.
And that's exactly where, and it's like when you get to that point to where she is telling you this and she's pressuring you and she's asking you about that, she's wanting more of that commitment and she don't want to be the side chick. She's just playing that position because she's just taking what she can get right now, but she's ambitious. And she's ambitious to the point to where she's willing to put it on the line. And if once I realize that I done put in all my chips and I still lose, I'm going to take you and me out because ain't no point. If I can't have you, nobody can. And I ain't going to live in jail as the chick who killed Steve McNair. Everybody going to hate me, so I'm going to kill myself too, and that's going to be the end of it.
Yeah, and then when I do this, the wife is going to be hurt because she going to realize we were laid up.
Yep.
And she's thinking like a kid with a fantasy. And it's not good. It's not healthy. It's not smart. And I understand that some of us get to the point where we feel like we're going to do that show next week. But when it comes to this whole idea of being unequally yoked, I think it all starts there. We don't feel confident that we can get what we want, being honest. Because that guy, maybe he could have asked his wife, hey, I like fucking different bitches. I keep hoping I'll get lucky and meet me a chick who like fucking different bitches too. We'll fuck different bitches together. Who knows? Or I might find a bitch like that and realize I don't want a bitch like that. But why not be open and honest and upfront? And I've had women try to tell me, you shouldn't ask for that. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't be honest about that. Which is the weirdest thing. Why would you tell me that when I'm saying, man, I cheat a lot? You shouldn't say that. So you want me to lie to you about
exactly
my experiences. Got it. Which makes no sense. So I think we feed each other so many lies that we all will be unequally yoked with whoever we're with because all we're doing is lying from day one.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right. Well, guys, I tell you what, I've enjoyed the show. Hopefully my man Brian has enjoyed the show. Make sure you go and subscribe to, and hopefully your moderator will put it in there again. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. And we're not gonna continue to do it on the one-on-one. We're gonna just have a entire just channel of the Guru and the Whore. We got to build that. We're going to do it. And we want you guys to help us build that. But we're going to come in not only once a week, but Brian and myself will we'll read emails and maybe answer these emails, questions one off.
Yeah.
But I've enjoyed it. And we got people emailing me right now saying we have a chemistry like we've been friends for years.
Yeah, man. I love it, man. This has been really, really, really just a great experience, man. I appreciate, man, just the opportunity. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the mods helping me out, and just everybody just, man, giving their input and their ideas, the people that's calling in. This is what I love doing, man, because I think that we are making a difference in how people look at relationships, how people handle their own relationships, and just we can bring about a change in each other's lives, man, and make each other better. So I just thank you, man. I thank everybody that's been a part of this. I love you guys. Peace to the Soto Nation.
Yeah, man. These people have been awesome, and I like the encouragement. And hopefully the encouragement continues. We're going to, like I said, go ahead and just have a channel where we don't have to keep doing it here on the one-on-one, and I'll let you guys know, and you can go there and subscribe to the channel. Anything that you guys want to see us do on that, we'll do like a show like this once a week where we'll talk about something and we'll open the lines up. Anything that you guys think that we should do, great. Any questions you guys have, you can email them to Brian or I. And when we get the email set up for this, it'll be one place where you could send it for either one of us, to whether you can have us do it here or you can have him do it on his channel as well, because his channel is where that is done more than just once a week. So thank you guys so much. Any parting shots?
Man, therelationshiprehab.com, The Relationship Rehab on YouTube, Relate Better at Twitter, and The Relationship Rehab on Instagram. Let's connect, let's build, and man, shoot me your questions and all that good stuff, and I will definitely answer them. And the Guru and the Whore is official.
That's right, y'all. We're going to be taking all kinds of crap. Anybody got logo ideas and all of that shit, shoot them to us. Let us know what's going on. We will let you guys know the progression. I'm going to be in LA for a little while, but I'll be back just in time for us to be able to do one next Wednesday as well. I'm excited. I like the topic because I think a lot of people who say I'm unequally yoked or whatever, I think we have an inflated view of ourselves, and we always view somebody was with us to take something from us, because I think we're all afraid of a real commitment, because today all you see is like WWE style dating. You know, you got a good guy, they come in with a motherfucking chair. Next thing you know, they turn around and hit you with it. you got busted in. Oh no!
Right into the buckle. That's gotta hurt, Gene.
Right, like if you think about it, that's what dating is like. We're all waiting on somebody to change on us. So that's why we love looking at the world and saying we're being unequally yoked, because we're walking into it waiting for the good guy to turn into the bad guy, or vice versa. That's what we're waiting on when we date people. And at that point, we're going to start leaving things out, or being the guy like the young man, throwing it all on the table because you feel like you got to throw everything at the woman at once. I love you. You got to be with me, and you got to say it now that way, which I don't even think most people really, when people say that, they don't mean it. Like Steve McNair's girlfriend, she was 18. You know, probably even if he had left his wife for her in about 5 years, she'd have realized he too old for me.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'll end it with a story that happened to my ex-girlfriend's friend. My ex-girlfriend's friend was married. She was married to this dude who was cheating on her with a stripper. He went to the stripper's house to get the stripper to have an abortion. The stripper wouldn't have the abortion. He killed the stripper, lit her and the house on fire, burned the house down. What he didn't realize was his wife had been cheating on him, and she filed for divorce the next day. He killed a woman for no reason. He could have went on and been with that woman. He thought he was trying to save his marriage. His wife had been cheating on him. She filed the next day. Didn't even know he had burned this bitch up. She just filed. He was trying to save his marriage.
Unbelievable, man.
All you have to do sometimes is just be honest.
Honest. Yeah.
If he had said he wanted out of that marriage, she would have said she wanted out of that marriage too.
Yep.
If she had told him I want out of his marriage, he wouldn't have killed the stripper, at least at that point, because it wasn't going to ruin his marriage.
Wow. That's beyond words, man.
And because she a stripper, and because the stripper knew you was fucking them, knew you were married, he might have killed that woman, and the baby might not even been his.
Yep. Could have definitely been somebody else's.
Because my friend says they believe the baby was not his. That's what made it extra worse.
Yeah. Wow. His whole life could have just took a whole different turn. He could have probably fully recovered from that divorce and that woman baby not being his, and he could have moved on into something better.
Yep. Now this nigga in jail for life. The girl is dead, and his wife done went on to the other nigga she was fucking with.
Wow. And ain't better than that.
You know what? She probably was like, I got lucky. If I'm her, that's what I'm thinking. I got lucky.
Yeah.
This nigga could have killed me.
Yep. And she probably got everything, all of the assets and all of the money, everything is hers. Wow.
So that's what I think most people are afraid of relationships. And I think we walk into them lying so much that that's how we end up so-called unequally yoked. We just get mad that the person got us before we got them. Nobody sit up there just being honest. Everybody, all of us are lying to each other. And I hate that, because lying is, and I'm a liar, but lying is easier. And let me tell you what being a liar is. I'm going to explain to you guys from a liar standpoint, me. Once you start lying, lying becomes more fun than telling the truth. Liars just get off on telling you the lie to see if you believe it. Has nothing to do with they're even really at that point trying to cover shit up. They just want to see if you'll believe bullshit you feed them. I know, because I'm a liar, and I've just fed bullshit to people just to see if they'd accept. And it was a lie about something you didn't even have to lie about. How many people fit in your car? Just 39? Like, why did you say that? And she's 39 comfortably, you know what I'm saying?
Man, and I think that I definitely I want to touch on this next week. I think that we need to make sure that we keep in mind that once we get to the truth, once we get to a place of honesty, we have to realize that that also is going to entail us rewriting and restructuring how relationships work. The whole dynamic of our relationship have to change, because the construct that we're in right now, as far as how relationships work, it forces us to lie. It forces us, if we are truly going to be happy and indulge in our deepest fantasies and all of the things that we truly want to have a just 100% fulfilling relationship, we have to be willing, and we have to accept the fact that we're going to have to rewrite the structure and how we actually put relationships together and what those boundaries are. We got to be willing to change that.
I agree. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you check us out next Wednesday too. Are we just gonna lock it in Wednesday at 7?
Sounds good to me, man.
All right, we'll be locked in at Wednesday at 7. So I'm gonna have to tell my mom something different.
Oh no, man. No, don't make me be the reason that you ain't doing that show with your mama, man. I'm gonna feel bad.
I'm gonna say either we have to do it Wednesday or we have to kick it to Thursday.
Whatever, man. Just I don't want to be I can't put your mom be the reason why your mama can't do her show. No. So whatever you want to do.
Wednesday or Thursday. Let me talk to
Thursday,
my mom.
it's fine.
Will it be Wednesday or Thursday? I'm gonna talk to my mom and see if she want to move to Wednesday or if she can move to an earlier time. Because if we're doing 7, which is a good time, because we'll go the first hour where we're talking, then the next where we get to answer phone calls. We'll do it like that each time. So I like that, and it won't be too late. So we'll either do it Wednesday or Thursday. But I like this. We'll fuck around with the format, have certain people come in and stuff like that. We'll do a lot of things to make it fresh and make you guys like what we're doing. But I want to thank everybody for joining the show. I want to thank you for taking time out. I want to thank your wife for allowing you to give us stability in discussions like this, because what people know is if I'm going to give you relationship advice, it's from a fucked up spot. It's what it is. It's gonna be advice you can listen to, but it's gonna be pretty fucked up.
Oh
man, a
man,
little bit, but I'm gonna give you the last word, bro.
Yeah, well, I just want to say, man, I thank you. I hope that that we're doing here, man, I hope this is helping people. I hope that it's helping us become better versions of ourselves. I'm learning from you. I hope that you learning from me, and I hope that everybody is learning from us together, man. This is something that I think is really powerful. It's really special, and I love it, man. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been a part of this. It's awesome.
I thank you too, and I thank all of you guys. And we want to say good night, everybody. Go off and have fun. Hang out with your family. Hang out with your friends. Do what it is that you do. Be blessed.